There has never been a lack of challenges in SQL learning and analysis. When you just reach the mountaintop, you will find another higher mountain is awaiting you to climb on. Subquery is the next challenging topic we are about to overcome. Simply speaking, a subquery is a select comment nested in another select comment. In this video, I want to use an example to show you how to use subquery to perform data analysis. The e-commerce website manager wants us to create a report. In this report, he wants to say each customer's ID, first name, last name, and how many orders he or she has placed on the e-commerce website. If we don't know anything about the subquery, let's just analyze the algorithm. There is a simple part in this analysis. We can use the select from customers table to retrieve each customer's ID, first name, and last name, right? This one looks simple. The challenging part is the order frequency, because how many orders each customer has placed is in the orders plus table. If we don't know subquery, let's analyze how to count the order frequency for each customer. I want to get the first customer ID equal to 1 from the customers table. And then I want to look up this ID in the orders plus table. If I found this customer ID in the orders plus once, I will count the first customer's order frequency by 1. If I found the customer ID equal to 1 again in the orders plus table, I will count the first customer's order frequency by 2, and so on and so forth. For the other customers, I will do the same. I will bring customer ID equal to 2 from the customers table into the orders plus table, and then I look it up. If I found the customer ID equals to 2 once, I will count the second customer's order frequency by 1. If I find it again, I will count the second customer's order frequency by 2, and so on and so forth. Obviously, we need to make a link between customers table and the orders plus table. The key to make the link is we must find a matched customer ID. This is the algorithm to find the order frequency. Now let's implement this design in the SQL script. Let's go to MySQL Workbench and then create a new SQL script. Let's type in use my site, semicolon. In the new line, as I just mentioned, a subquery is a select comment nested in another select comment. We just talk about the simple select, right? We can use select from customers to retrieve each customer's ID, first name, and the last name. Let's do this. Let's type in select cust ID, comma, cust first name, comma, cust last name from customers, and then semicolon. This is how we retrieve each customer ID and names, right? Next, we want to write another select comment to calculate the order frequency. This is how. After cust last name, I want to type in a comma, and then I want to type in a set of parentheses. Between the parentheses, I want to type in select count, and then parentheses. Inside of parentheses, I want to count orders plus dot order ID. And then between the two ending parentheses, I want to type in a space and then type in from orders plus where orders plus dot cust ID equals to customers dot cust ID. This script has been very long, so I need to turn on the wrapping the long line button. it will be the last one in the top ribbon. Click on this button, and then you are able to show the entire script in one screen. Notice that we have a toSelect comment. We call the one inside of the parentheses a subquery because it is nested in another select comment. In the future, you can use the same format to write a subquery. You always include the subquery by a set of parentheses and then place it into the main select comment. By doing this, you can form a script with subquery. Next, let's analyze what this subquery does for us. We want to count the order frequency for each customer, right? So we use the count comment. But before we count the order frequency, we must specify a search criteria. We want to bring each customer's cust ID from the customers table into the orders plus table. If we are able to find a match of this cust ID in both tables, we want to count this order once. This is what the where clause means. We have almost finished the script. The last step is to give a name to the new column retrieved by the subquery. What this subquery does is to find the qualified data records from both tables and then form a column for us. If we don't name this new column, the MySQL software will use the subquery as the name for this new column. That will be a little tedious, a little bit long for the data user. It will be better if we can give a shorter, more concise name for this new column. So we need to use the as keyword. After the ending parentheses, I want to type in the keyword as, and then I want to type in the name I want to give to this new column. You can use any variable name. For instance, order frequency. And then we have completed this script. Let's run the analysis. Let's click the lightning bolt. Now you can see each customer's ID, names, and how many orders he or she has placed on this e-commerce website.